Well, welcome to Vlad TV. First time here?
That's right, man. Thank y'all for having me, for sure.
No doubt. All right, since this is our first interview, let's start from the very beginning.
All right.
You grew up in Inglewood?
Yes, sir. Inglewood, either way, that's us.
Inglewood, always up to no good?
Indeed. Well, sometimes, and then it ends up being no good in the end, so, that's the story we run with.
All right, so what was it like growing up in Inglewood during that time?
What was it like growing up in Inglewood? I mean, bro, it's hard to, describe differences from, one city to the next, or like one ghetto to the next, for lack of a better word. It's just you kind of grow up with the same situations. You got like lower middle class and poverty people that surround you on a constant basis. You see a lot of the things that are like the black sheep of society, but they look like the man to you until you can figure out what it is that they do. And you know what I'm saying? Even by then, it looks so like combination. It seems so harmless that they were doing all of this. It kind of makes it cool. Like, you know what I mean? I got about 4 or 5 homies when I was a little kid. Like, one time I lived down the street from my mama's house, and they was all older than me by about 15, maybe 16 years. All of them dope boys, you know what I'm saying? But they played basketball, you know what I'm saying, for a high school in the city, and they were like the best team in the fucking state at the time. But, I looked at them for that. I looked up at them for that, but not for the other stuff. Like, I didn't know about the other shit, you know what I mean? So you get a lot of stuff like that going on in Inglewood, you know what I mean? So I just feel like it's the same everywhere in most ghettos, you know what I'm saying?
Now, as a kid, did you ever get wrapped up in the street life, selling drugs, gangbanging, and all that?
I mean, yeah, I gangbang to this day. Selling drugs has happened. Thank God I got, a way out of that. So other than that, man, I'm cool. I'm cool on both of those things at the moment. But that's, like I said, that's some old coming of age shit where we from, like, from where I'm from at least.
Now, Inglewood is considered a blood area, right?
Yeah. It's two Crip hoods.
So, growing up in that area, like, how old were you when you first started getting kind of wrapped up in the streets and getting involved in some of that?
The first time I became fascinated with it, I was 12.
12. I mean, that's pretty young. You're not even a teenager yet.
Yeah, see, gangs and stuff, they circulate around parks. And, they just go around parks. My cousin was already from a gang. He was doing all, you know what I mean? He was a good guy from that gang, so they knew who he was. And then, I was just hanging around a lot. But 12 years old, got sent to a certain park that my mother had to make sure she didn't want to leave me home all summer, so I'd have to go to a summer camp or a summer school of some sort. And now we're here.
Okay. So what do you think was, during that time, 12, 13, 14 years old, like, what do you think was some of the most serious situations you got in, being so young?
At that time, it was probably more so just fights. Yeah, like you hear everybody talk about the carjack shit, like nobody really was trying to do that. The most you would do for me was trying to steal shit out of like a Target or a fucking Kmart at the time, whatever one was. Yeah, you definitely, you from a gang, so there's certain things you're gonna have to do. But other than that, you know what I mean? And that's not something I'm willing to talk about on the camera at all, but there's stuff there.
Did you end up losing some of your friends during that time?
Some.
No?
I probably need another set of hands or two, maybe, count off all my dead homies. It's fucked up. That's a fucked up thing. But, I feel like most of my guys are my own, like, immediate circle, because we could all be from the same hood and couldn't give shit less about the next person just because I don't really know you like that. And you're supposed to be from families, that's cool. I mean, you're supposed to be from Inglewood, that's cool. With me, with my full circle, and Def, it's like, man, we take that real serious because a lot of these kids, I'm 26 years old, bro. I don't think nobody should have 30 plus dead friends. At 26. I lost more than I was getting older, you know what I mean? I couldn't lose one a year at this rate. I lost 1 point something every year. Fucked up.
I mean, being so young and kind of seeing that type of death and that type of violence, like how did that really affect you mentally in terms of how you look at the world?
It just meant, man, I couldn't let your guard down, and it's fucked up, and that's how I felt about life for a long time. You know what I mean? And it would fuck any and everybody, and that's how I felt. You know, very different person at the moment, just because life has gotten a lot better. You know, I've had a lot of experiences now where it's like, it's little things that come along the way that kind of show you that it's like, you don't have to be so serious. You don't have to be so upset all the time. You don't have to, you know what I mean? Life is just a little bit better now. It just made me eat a crepe this morning, bro. I can't be that fucking mad at the moment, bro.
I feel you. Now, was there a certain point where you're like, you know something, I gotta transition from this, because if I keep heading in this direction, I'm gonna end up like my friends are ending up?
A long time ago, my cousin, YZ, he'll be home in a couple, probably another eight years. And he had caught something for a fly, and I couldn't, you know what I mean, he wouldn't let me roll with him half the time. So when I saw that, I said, shit, I don't think I could do that much time, you know what I'm saying? And this was like in '06. Nope, I'm cool. So that made me want to rap. Then the biggest step of Amar, the second one that made me take it serious, my son. He's in the hallway now.
I'm a fan of Drake. I'm a fan of the idea of Drake, so no disrespect against Drake.
What do you mean by the idea of Drake? What does that mean?
Meaning that if he has a ghostwriter, he's an idea. He's not, meaning that it's a perception created that he's not really writing the lyrics, and it's just like here, let's make this in the factory and put it out.
I'm just on top of my game right now, Vlad, and I'm just getting blessed. I'm booked 4 or 5 times a week, 60, 75K a show, man. I'm winning right now, man, and I'm just steady trying to increase my hustle.